Now, we've all had different types of experiences in school, some things we wish we did, and other things that we look back on that we're still able to do in general. There's so many things that I look back on that I cringe about to this day, but anyways, today I'll be talking about some things that happened to all of us in school, and yes, I mean all of us, that shaped who we are now. One of the most annoying and most earliest things that happened was going in the school bathroom and seeing some of the most ludicrous stuff of all time. I mean, in elementary school, you would see shit on the walls, piss on the floor, and then of course that one kid who would be butt booty naked at the urinal. Which, speaking about this, why did some of y'all do this? And yeah, I mean y'all. Like, who was teaching y'all? I don't understand though. Like, at least go in the stall if you're gonna do that. I mean, the school bathrooms are some of the most vile and despicable places on earth. I mean, y'all remember the devious lick trend? I still didn't understand this quote-unquote trend at all. Like, why was it a trend to steal and vandalize in school? Like, there were genuinely people with sinks and bags of soap in their backpacks for no reason. Like, what could you possibly be using that for? I never did this, but I can't lie, it was okay funny because it was just so random and out of pocket. Like, why was this ever a thing? But anyways, those school bathrooms are just diabolical in general, like, no debate about it. Now I have procrastinating. Procrastinating is probably one of the worst things that you get from school. It doesn't matter how old you are or what classes you're taking, you are going to procrastinate one day in school if you haven't already. It also doesn't help with AI being around either because it's like another excuse not to do the work and just have AI do it. I can't lie, I'm guilty of this though. One of the biggest things I used to do for English was just forget about the homework and only really do work in class. Then once the test came, I would just bullshit my way to an 80. I still hate English class though. Like, I don't get why it's a requirement after like sophomore year. Like, I don't care about some fuck ass Shakespeare, and it's like you learn the same thing every single year. Lord of the Flies was big though, I can't lie. I do think as you mature and get older, you start to procrastinate less, but like when I first started to not want to do stuff in school, it was like an addiction for a few years. Like, I did not want anything to do with school when I got home. It's also annoying how the most useless and filler classes give you the most amount of work. Like, why am I required to do all this work for a fine arts class? Like, bro, at least for my school, you need at least one fine arts class to be completed to graduate, but it's like, why? Like, why is this required at all, bro? I'm going into engineering. Why the fuck do I need to take an art class? It's just contributing to my procrastination, man. Like, I do not care about this. Anyways though, now I got presenting things in class. This is something that I used to be absolutely petrified of. I mean, there's this one time I had to present this project in my French class, pretending to be a news station and pretending to talk about how disaster destroyed our school. But anyways, me and my friend were so scared. Like, I still remember my hands were literally shaking. For me though, I think it was more just not wanting to stutter. Like, I don't mind talking in front of people, but stuttering is just so horrible. Like, that's the one thing I don't want to get flamed for. It's just so embarrassing, like, for no reason. Like, I don't know why I'd get so nervous when everyone else is probably worrying about themselves as well and not even paying attention to me. There was also another time in English that I literally skipped the day I was supposed to present because I was just so terrified. Funny though, because yeah, I plagiarized the project too, and I wasn't even going to present because of that in the first place. So yeah, maybe it was for the best that I didn't get embarrassed in front of the whole class. But anyways though, presenting in the class as a young whippersnapper is just so daunting, but it's just something that we all gotta do, unfortunately. I mean, no matter what job or whatever you do in general in life, you're probably gonna have to do this at some point in your life, so it is what it is. But still, I don't blame people for being nervous. Like, I don't remember being taught on how to prepare or just tips in general how to stay relaxed, but it is what it is, I guess. This brings me to my next event, which is seeing that one fine shit in the hallway or class and then never talking to them. This is one of the more tragic events, especially if it's in a class, because you have all of that time all year to talk to him or her, and it just doesn't happen. And I'm guilty of this. There's been times where I've glanced and just seen someone, and then she will literally look my direction multiple times throughout the year. Now, I'm not sure if she's looking it up because she thinks I'm creepy or if she likes me, but the point is, I never actually got off to talk and see. And if you're in this predicament, all I gotta say is, bro, just talk to him or her. Like, you'll never know if you never try, and you'll just stay scared. Unfortunately though, it'll happen at least once during school where you will never talk to that one girl you see, but it is what it is though. It's kind of like when you're scrolling on TikTok and then you see the most gorgeous girl of all time, but you have no idea who she is, so you just look at her like this. The worst part about it as well is that if you never talk to them, you'll obviously never get to know them, but you'll never know what could have been. And depending on if you're in high school, you might not ever see them ever again. It's even worse though when it's someone in the hallway and like you really only have 5 seconds to determine if you want to go up and talk to them, but you barely even see them then. Finally though, for the last event, it's gotta just be being cringe, like making weird sounds or just being annoying in general. I blame the internet for this though, because a lot of the earlier content you consume during your younger years is mostly slop, so it makes sense that you start to use it everywhere. But I feel bad for the teachers, man. Like, I mean, they gotta deal with all this bullshittery, and especially brainrot now. Like, I'd be pissed if I was a teacher. I mean, imagine it's 7 in the morning and you got some kids talking about some 6, 7. Like, come on, bro. Another thing that was something that you witnessed, unfortunately, was the popular kids messing with other people that they clearly didn't know. It happened to my friend once where this one popular girl that he did not know at all went up to him and pretended to flirt with him for a TikTok, and like, he had already seen this trend going around and happening to other people, so, but it was just weird though. And it's like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you getting out of this? And what's the point of it? This is a topic for a whole other video, but like, why there's so many assholes in general in school. Like, I don't know what happens at home or what their environment is, but it's just so annoying. Kids in general are just annoying though, so it is what it is, unfortunately. Regardless though, at some point you're unfortunately going to experience these things, but it's funny yet annoying to look back at. These are just the unfortunate canon events we gotta face in school though. Anyways though, that's the end of this video. Consider subscribing if you like the content, and let me know some events that happened to you in school. I'll see you on the next video though. Peace.